a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another Big 12 foe, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And the Horned Frogs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas Tech's offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, we'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw, it's Flood. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Savage. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baldridge. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. You've got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So TCU's offense will go to work for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Back to pass, it's Burton. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. He'll start this drive firing. They'll run the screen. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. He wants to throw it again. Bringing the heat. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Galladay there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Caught behind the line. It's Lindsey. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Flood. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And the Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They want to run it left here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Flood. Got it in the middle, it's Baldwin. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give on the option. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over Utah State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw, it's Burt. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Wants to keep it in the air. Going to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the back. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. It'll be third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. That's reeled in. It's Lindsey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw. It's Flood. Makes the grab. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Nice pickup on the return, and more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his target down the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The give from the gun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw. It's Burt. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got his man out of the backfield. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Dropping back, it's Flood. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They think there's room to run to the right here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Using his legs, it's Harvey. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
And just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Flood. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lindsey. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 22 over Marshall. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, better look out. Turning on the Jets. He'll work can weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Burt. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Right down the middle. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. He'll just throw it away and it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Burt. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. The give to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to the ground with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. Quarterback on the keeper. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from Pater. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout. quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Dropping back, it's Flood. Trying to set up the screen. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
24, TCU 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Galladay. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They just keep firing. And the timing just a hair off. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Dropping back, it's Burke. This time he's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to buy time. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.